If you're here, chances are you're navigating the beautiful but sometimes challenging journey of a high risk pregnancy. While things can sometimes feel overwhelming, I just want to let you know that you're not alone. In this video, I'm going to share with you the things that I've seen that work well to help women with high risk pregnancies thrive and do well despite the challenges that come up with a high risk pregnancy. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Christina Pinnock, and I'm a board certified OBGYN and high risk pregnancy specialist. And I share videos to help you have a healthy and enjoyable pregnancy. If you haven't yet subscribed, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It'll help me grow the channel and reach other women just like you. Also, you can get more pregnancy tips straight to your inbox with my weekly newsletter at healthypregnancyafter30.com or find it linked below. Now, let's jump into some of the tips about how to help you thrive even if you're having a high-risk pregnancy. But before we delve into that, let's break down what exactly a high-risk pregnancy is. I've done an entire video on the different conditions that can make a high-risk pregnancy high risk, but I'll briefly just review here. Now, a high-risk pregnancy is one that can require extra care due to certain things that can come up in pregnancy, like health conditions for mom, like diabetes, high blood pressure, or other complications, or it can be things that come up with the pregnancy itself or with your baby. Either way, while the term of having a high-risk pregnancy can sound intimidating, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a bad experience. It just means that you need some extra support to have a good experience and a healthy and safe pregnancy. So let's jump into the tips that I know and I've seen help women thrive despite having a high-risk pregnancy. Now, let's jump into the first one. Foundationally, at the core of your support is going to be your care team. Choosing an OBGYN who specializes in high-risk pregnancies or consulting with a high-risk pregnancy doctor or a maternal fetal medicine specialist is really a game changer if you have a high-risk pregnancy. I think this step is really the most important step in thriving in pregnancy, even if your pregnancy is high risk, because when you're navigating something that's challenging, like a high-risk pregnancy, you really want to do it with someone that you trust, someone that understands you, someone who listens to you, someone who listens to your unique concerns and needs, and of course, you want your team to be knowledgeable and skilled about whatever is going on with your pregnancy. We always want to make sure that you have a professional and skilled team, but I take care of women with high-risk pregnancies every day, and I always make sure that I bring my A game in terms of my knowledge and my skills. But what I've learned is that there's so much more to supporting moms through high-risk pregnancies than simply having the adequate medical knowledge. And so if you are navigating a high-risk pregnancy, if possible, make sure that you have a team that you can trust and that has the skills to take care of you and your baby, but one that you also feel comfortable and confident in terms of the other intangibles. I always recommend that all my moms do this, and that's really to just keep a pregnancy journal, whether that's a physical journal or writing in a notes pad on your phone. The reason for this is you can keep track of any concerns that come up throughout your weeks or days, and so when you go in to see your team, you haven't forgotten anything that you wanted to get addressed, because sometimes the appointments can move really quickly and you'd be really surprised how much clarity it can bring to just have your questions and concerns there with a team that is understanding of you and your experience. So I'd say that's the foundational step, just having a really good team, whether that's a general OBGYN with a high-risk doctor consulting, or an OBGYN that's also a high-risk pregnancy specialist. Okay, let's jump into the second one. And this one has to do with you. So really keeping your body nourished is key. Now, what you eat and drink is really important in general, but it's especially important during pregnancy, and even during a high-risk pregnancy, it becomes even more. So I always recommend focusing on nutrient-dense foods, so great foods that support both you and your baby, lean meats, whole grains, leafy greens, plenty of colorful fruits. And let's not forget to stay hydrated by aiming to drink at around 8 to 10 glasses of water per day. One of my favorite personal nutrition tips is to try to get some of your nutrients in a smoothie. So whether that's a spinach smoothie with some berries and plant-based milk or other smoothie of your choice, it's an easy and quick way to get healthy nutrients early in the day so you can start off your day on the right foot. So the next tip I want to go over to help you thrive while having a high-risk pregnancy is really keeping the balance of staying active but resting. Making sure that you stay active is really important and beneficial to help you stay healthy and fit, but it's all about moderation. I recommend definitely staying active with walking, different exercises, light stretching, but also understanding that your body needs rest is really important. And so balancing staying active while getting that adequate rest can really help you throughout the process of having a high-risk pregnancy. Now, it can be hard to get rest while you're pregnant, especially if you have, a busy life and busy job, maybe other children, but always listen to your body if you can. If you're tired, take a small nap or simply just put your feet up, because a high-risk pregnancy can take a toll on you, and your body does deserve that extra care and that extra rest while you're navigating anything that's coming up in your pregnancy. All right, so the next one I'll touch on is really figuring out a way to manage the stress and anxiety that can come with a high-risk pregnancy. This is generally the elephant in the room when you're in with your doctor, because whatever condition you may be experiencing that's making your pregnancy high risk, it can come with added worry. And that's completely normal. But stress management in this situation isn't just something that's nice, it's actually really necessary in order for you to have a thriving pregnancy experience. Now, I'm a strong believer in relaxation techniques like deep breathing, meditation, even for just 2, 5, 10 minutes, a little bit every day. That's really all you need. And sometimes this can be enough to help you to get through the ups and downs that may come with navigating a high-risk pregnancy. And so that's something that I strongly recommend. If that's really not your jam, you can always connect with friends or a therapist who specializes in pregnancy and use whatever resources that you can to make sure that you get that mental health support, because that's especially vital sometimes in a high-risk pregnancy. And as an extension of that, I'd say building your support network is also something that's really important. And so having a support system like partner, family, friends, or even an online community can really make the difference. I've supported women who've had some of the most challenging pregnancy situations, and I've seen firsthand the difference that having a good support system and not having a good support system makes. And sometimes you may not even have your support system next to you, but it may be something as small as a simple phone call or a video chat or a text message that can really help to get you that extra support. And if you're finding that you need more support than you currently have, you can always join a pregnancy group for women with high-risk pregnancies or whatever specific condition that you're navigating. And many women also find that helpful. There's just something about sharing your experiences with another person who's understanding of what's going on that really helps to lift that load. And I really strongly recommend doing it if you can. So the next thing that I'm going to cover about how to thrive with having a high-risk pregnancy is really trying to celebrate the milestones that come up in your pregnancy. When you're navigating a pregnancy that's high risk, you have to celebrate your wins. They can be big wins, they can be small wins, it could be every week things are progressing, every cake, every healthy appointment. Any progress that's small or big is still progress. And easy ways to do this could be keeping a journal, taking bump photos, sending text updates to friends in your support system. Whatever you choose to do, I just really would recommend just celebrating those small wins and those small moments that you have. Oftentimes with a high-risk pregnancy, not everything will go according to plan. And so when you have positive moments and great experiences, just really try to savor them, because these are the moments that'll make your journey special when you come out on the other end. And the last thing that I'll recommend about how to have a thriving high-risk pregnancy is by really having open communication with your provider. So if you can, really, I'd recommend try to be as open as possible with your OB, because they're really a partner in this journey with you. You know, trying to be open about your concerns, asking for clarity if something confuses you, can really help to build that trust and comfort. And sometimes you may need to advocate or speak up for yourself, and that's okay, because if something doesn't feel right, it's always better to just speak up, because you're really the expert in your body and your experience. And so it's really, really important, in order to feel like you have some agency and autonomy about what's going on with you, to really be open with your provider as much as possible about anything that you're thinking. Those are some of the tips that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, go ahead and share it with someone who's having a high-risk pregnancy. And if you enjoy my videos, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button to help me grow this channel. Also, if you like the tips that I share about pregnancy, go ahead and check out my newsletter at healthypregnancyafter30.com, or you can find the link in the description box below. As always, I love to hear from you, so leave any comments that you have about this video or this topic below. And if you have another topic that you want to see me cover, go ahead and share those in the comments as well. All right, I'll see you next time.